Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I'm going to share 5 things that you need to know about the universe. These 5 things are patterns and cycles that we just have to start adopting into our life. We have to get rid of our old patterns and start following these 5 things. Okay, the first one, what you are feeling is what you are attracting. So as you maneuver through your day, and say you come across an icky situation, you have a little scuffle with somebody at the store and there's a disagreement, or maybe something with your children, all of a sudden they're bringing this chaos to you and they're yelling at you. You have to first pause and say, I've attracted this to me. Why is this here for me? What is this showing me? Am I chaotic inside of my body? Am I beating myself up? Am I judging myself? Am I comparing myself? Because if you just brought somebody into your reality who's telling you that they're judging, comparing, and doing all these things, everything that's in your reality is a mirror to what you're experiencing internally. It's what you're feeling. Okay, so the first thing that we need to know about the universe is everything we are seeing and experiencing is a direct reflection of us. Okay, and then as we get stronger on this journey, we're still going to experience chaos, but that doesn't always mean that we're chaotic. As we start to see it more, we start to say, oh, that was the old me. I am going to choose my peace and not get flustered by that chaos. And it's like you level up in your game. It's like you're playing a video game. And once you stay calm when somebody's bringing chaos to you, or maybe you start to realize that you are being peaceful, you are being joy, you are being love, you are being compassionate. And all of a sudden you go 4 weeks and you have not heard a single person raise their voice. You haven't really heard anybody complain about anything. And you're like, then somebody comes into your reality and you see them like, fighting or whatever. And you're like, wow, I haven't felt that in like 4 weeks. High five, you've just leveled up. You are now seeing that because you're being love, compassion, forgiveness, peaceful, you're being all of these higher vibrational things. You are now on another level. You are walking through life up here, and the old you was walking down here through the chaos, through the fighting, through the turmoil. Now you're rising above that and you're seeing that there's a whole nother life up here filled with loving people and fun experiences and magic, and everything just gets paid for. And you're just like, what is this? You start to come up to a higher love level. And that's the first thing that you need to know, is that that's possible. So if you drop back down, then that's your vibration. You've just lowered yourself, and food can do that. Eating unhealthy food, low vibrational foods, processed foods, that will bring you down to this level where you're now in this other world experiencing all the chaos of your past life, your past experiences before you've leveled up. But high vibrational foods, workouts, walks in nature, meditation, they all bring you out of that vibration and help you live a more loving, peaceful, passionate life. And I am proof that that exists. There's been so many times where I go through weeks and months at a time where I'm just like, wow, like there hasn't been one uncomfortable situation or icky situation that's happened, and I am creating that reality for myself. It's like all these beautiful, joyful people are attracted to me, and they just say beautiful things to me, and I say beautiful things to them. So it is possible. The second thing you need to know about the universe is if you don't set an intention for your day, for your weeks, for your months, the universe doesn't know what to bring you. So if you are sitting here like you're in an environment, you're at that lower vibration, but you don't really know what you want, you don't know what that quite looks like, well, the universe isn't going to bring you anything because you're not telling it what to bring you. You have to ask. You have archangels, you have angels, you have spirit guides, you have the universe, you have your higher self in the future. You have all of these beings that want to help you, and they're all just standing up there going, all right, we're sitting here, we're their guides, but they have to ask us. You have to ask. You have to say, hey, could you bring me $500 by tomorrow for this bill I have to pay? Hey, could you get me this parking spot? Hey, I'm about to have a really tough conversation with my son or daughter. Could you bring me the words to say that will comfort them? Constantly asking, asking, asking. This is called co-creating. You're not taking the wheel and saying, well, I'm going to find the words to say, and I have to find a way to make $500. You offer it up. That's what's called surrender. You're surrendering and saying, I'm offering this up to a higher power. I am not in control. When anything in your reality jumps in and makes you go back down to that lower vibration, that's when you ask. That's when you say, universe, please change me into a woman who can make a healthier choice here. Please change me into a woman who can make all the green lights. You can ask for anything, but you have to ask. Be intentional about what you want your days, weeks, months to look like. I'm telling you, if you sit down and write it out and say, today is Sunday, and I asked for the universe to bring me wonderful content to create. I asked it to bring me new clients. I asked it to bring me $10,000. That is my new manifestation that I'm dancing with, and I'm going to report back. And I said tax-free. I want tax-free $10,000. And I know the holiday season's coming up, and I want to be able to spend money freely and not feel any type of way, because I am abundant and there's an abundant waterfall of money available to all of us. So if we just ask for it, now I just have to kind of wait to see how the universe is going to bring it into my reality. Third one, when the universe wants to bring you something, it sometimes makes things break down. It sometimes pulls things away from you. It draws you to want to clear space in your own home. You find yourself rearranging, redecorating. You're like, why am I doing this? Why are these people not talking to me anymore? I had an experience with a younger client, and she was just like, my one best friend is just all of a sudden not texting me back and not snapping me anymore. And I said, maybe the universe is pulling her away. Maybe you're about to receive a better best friend. And she's like, yeah, she was kind of negative all the time. And we kind of bonded over making fun of this one person. And now I don't want to do that anymore. And I told her, I was like, well, yeah, the universe will do that once you level up and you realize that, wow, you weren't being kind, you weren't being compassionate. And this person is still at that lower vibration. As you level up, they fall away. So there's usually breakdown and chaos and a let go before something can come into your life. So the key is, what you are feeling is what you're attracting. So when that breakdown and that chaos is going on, you have to stay feeling good. All right, number 4, everything is here to help you. Okay, so this is more leaning to ascension, the spiritual path, trauma, inner child work. So if you are dating somebody and you're finding that you're very, very jealous, or maybe you're just flirting with somebody and you're just like, oh my gosh, I see them talking to somebody else and I'm going to lose my mind. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to become more free. How can we free you from that childhood wound? Jealousy is a childhood wound. It's something that lives inside of your body. Your cells are remembering an experience where you were not chosen, where somebody neglected you, where somebody just left you out to dry and they did not give you the love that you deserved. And we have to look at this situation and say, okay, I don't want to be trapped always thinking that somebody else is going to have more fun with somebody else, or somebody's going to love somebody else more than me. I don't want to be trapped in jealousy. So how can I heal this? This is how we do it. So this is a situation that's here for us. So the universe has brought you this person talking to somebody else, making you jealous to help you grow. And this is what you do. You sit down and you say, all right, Michelle, where in your life did you feel not chosen? Where in your life were you betrayed? Did somebody cheat on you in the past? And that has a lingering insecurity. How can I free myself from this? I'm going to sit with myself. I'm going to go back to that scenario and I'm going to cry it out. And I'm going to feel so sorry for myself that she was hurt, that somebody did that to her, but it was for my growth. And I'm going to say, it's okay now. If somebody doesn't choose you, Michelle, there's somebody better. Rejection is redirection. Because what the story that we create in our head about how somebody might be and the love we might experience with them, it might not be reality. You might think that love will be a certain way. You might think that person will love you and fulfill all your needs, but it's a story. It's just an idea that you've created. And now you've created that story, and then you see them talking to somebody else, giving them the love that you've created in your mind. But what if they're just filled with all these wounds, and they're going to be toxic, and they're going to be jealous, and they're not going to allow you to be free? You might not want that. So the universe is showing you, like, hey, you don't need to be jealous of that. That's what you don't want. That's an energy of insecurity. And then you start to feel vibrations. So when everything is here for us, whether it's jealousy, whether it's grief, whether it's you wanting to start a website and all of a sudden you're like, I don't know how to do this, I'm so scared. Well, what is that showing you? It's showing you that there's something inside of you that is keeping you trapped. You're not free. And we all on a spiritual journey are here to set ourselves free. We are here to be unbothered, to spread love, to spread compassion. But if we have these wounds and these triggers and these uncomfortable feelings inside of us, we can't fully show up. So everything is here for you. This is one of the biggest pieces of that you have to know about the universe is every tough situation, you cannot run from it. Because if you run from it, that jealousy situation, if you just say, okay, I'm done with that person, I'm not going to deal with it, I'm just going to move on. Guess what? You're the next person you attract, the same situation is going to happen until you learn the lesson. And you will keep subconsciously putting yourself in these environments that are painful and full of suffering until you sit with the inner child, identify the root, alchemize it, pull that root out and say, I don't need to be scared anymore. I love myself. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. There's somebody better out there. Rejection is redirection. And even with the website thing, that's a fear of failure. You're not sure how to do it. What if it sucks? What if you build it and nobody shows up? And you have to sit down and ask yourself, where did something fall apart when I was a kid? Where did I do something and then somebody, just diminished it and told me it wasn't good enough? That little person inside of you is terrified in the moment that you're starting to create the website, and you almost can't do it. You feel stuck in your life. And I'm here to inspire so many light workers to get on your mission, to take the leap of faith, to leave that job, to start the website, to start the spiritual business, to be all of who you are. I always post videos of me in cute clothing, and some of it's revealing, but this is me just embracing my body, my freedom, my happiness, my joy, because I want to give permission to all of you to do the same. I want you to wake up every single day alone in your mind, in your body, and feel so much excitement and so much happiness about where you are and why you're here. And knowing these 5 things about the universe is going to help you achieve that kind of joy. And what we're being is what we're attracting. So why not be in joy all the time? But how do we get to joy? We get to joy by seeing that everything is here for us. We feel the jealousy. That's not joy, right? So jealousy's down here, joy's up here. How do we move? We talk to ourselves. We give ourselves the love we didn't get when we were neglected or rejected in the past. And we know that that's not our reality now. Our reality now is if somebody loves us, we are going to attract them, and they're going to stay, and we're going to set boundaries, and we're going to know that we're worthy of it. Okay, so remember, everything is here for you. Don't run. If you run from it, it'll just keep showing up in different bodies. It'll be the same situation, just a different man or a different woman or a different boss. You'll literally attract another boss if you just ran from your last one. All right, number 5. It is always wanting to take you out on a date. So the last thing you need to know about the universe is it loves you. It wants to date you. Every time the universe wants to take you on a date, it's taking you to your desire. So you might get a little whisper in your mind of go to Starbucks, or go to Target, or go to TJ Maxx, or go here, or go for a drive. The universe is dropping you this download, this idea, this intuitive nudge to go somewhere because it wants to take you on a date. It wants to take you to a person, to an experience, to a food. It wants to bring you to maybe your next steps on your mission. And we have to be yes guys and yes girls to always saying yes to that date. And the universe might take you on a date through other people. You might have, I always have my nieces and my nephews jumping into my phone saying, Shushi, can we go for a ride in your Jeep? Can we go to Target? Can we go to Panera? Can we just hang out? Can we go to 7-Eleven and get candy and just drive around and laugh and sing and play? And I know that that doesn't happen every single day. So when it does happen, for instance, my nephew Vinny, he's the same age as my daughter who passed away 10 years ago. They're both 10 years old. And my sister and I were pregnant together. So Vinny recently texted me. He just got a phone. He's so cute in how he texts, the misspellings and stuff. And he's like, Shushi, can we go on a date? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll pick you up in a half an hour. I didn't have any more clients that day. It was perfect timing. We end up going to Panera. We had so much fun. I asked him about his school day. We just I literally am so present with him. Then we go to Target, and we're in Target and I see this beautiful wallpaper. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I need that in my house. It's like a sticky adhesive wallpaper. So I was like, I'm going to redo my bedroom. And this inspiration came over me to redo my bedroom. So he was with me. I was like, hey, bud, I was like, I know this is your date. And I'm like, I don't usually buy things for myself when I'm with you, but I see this. I'm like, are you cool if we shop for pillows or something? And he was like, yeah, sure. Then we go to the pillow aisle. This is how smart he is. We're in the pillow aisle and I wanted to grab a mustard colored pillow to match the wallpaper. And I wasn't really going to spend any other money on the room to keep it minimal. And he grabs the pillow. He goes, Shushi, guess what? If I didn't ask you on the date, you wouldn't be doing your room right now. And that room's probably going to make you really happy because you love to decorate. I was like, this kid is a genius. I was like, he knows how the universe works. And I know that's because I'm his aunt and I teach this. We pray to our angels together. He always tells me that he has visions and stuff. So his mind he pieced it together. He said, if I didn't ask you here, we wouldn't be here. So the breadcrumbs, the universe wants to take you on a date. It might take you on a date through your nephew. It might take you on a date through going to the beach by yourself. Follow the requests, follow the nudges. It is guiding you to what you need. And I ended up redoing my room, and I'm sure you guys have seen it on my channel and on my Instagram. It's my greatest joy. I freaking love being in my room now. And that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Vinny asking me out on a date and the universe asking me out on a date. So much inspiration came from that day, from that. It also just brought me back to my roots that I love decorating. And I kind of was putting up with a bedroom that didn't look good. And I'm like, why am I not valuing myself and having the most amazing bedroom to sleep in? And I encourage all of you to do that too. So do you guys see how the universe did that for me? It saw me going into a room every day that didn't make me feel good. And it was like, we got to get Michelle to decorate her room. The rest of her house is gorgeous. Why is she not sleeping in her room? And I wasn't sleeping in there. I was sleeping on the couch. So the universe did it for me. Okay, so the 5 tips, let's recap. What you are feeling is what you are attracting. Number 2, be intentional. Number 3, there's always breakdown and chaos before something arrives. So find your peace in it, chill out, and don't worry. Number 4, everything is here for you. The jealousy, the grief, the toxicity, all of it's here to help set you more free. And then the last one is always say yes to when the universe wants to take you on a date. All right, lovies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, help me get these messages out there. Hit that bell so you know when new content comes out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.